Hi Sarah, I am Ashley. I'm one of the nurse practitioner students. Today I'm going to be doing the neurological assessment and musculoskeletal exam on you. So we're going to start by testing your cranial nerves 1 through 12. So as I'm testing them, I'm obviously looking and inspecting all of the areas that we are going to be going through today. So the first one is the olfactory nerve. So with that, we're gonna do the smell test. So I have a candle here. I'm just going to have you close one nostril. Yep. Okay. And smell. Can you smell the candle? Mm-hmm. Good. And then close the other nostril. Smell that. Mm-hmm. Okay. Equally, you smell them both equally?
Yeah.
Okay. And then together? Mm-hmm. Okay. Good. All right. Then next we're going to we're going to be looking at the optic nerve, ocular motor, and trigeminal nerve all together. So first, just going to have you look straight at me. Do you see my whole face?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. And then I'm just going to have you one eye closed. You can just look straight ahead at my face, and I'm just going to move my finger. Can you see my finger?
Yep.
You see my finger?
Yep.
Good. My finger?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yep. Perfect. All right. Another side. Keep looking straight ahead at my face. You see my face?
Yep.
Okay. My finger?
Yep.
You see my finger?
Mm-hmm.
Finger?
Yep.
Finger?
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. All right. Good. So then the other thing that we're going to do is use the light here, and I'm just gonna have you look at me, and I'm just gonna take the light, flash it in your eyes here. Perfect. Okay. All right. The next thing I'm going to have you do is follow my finger. I'm gonna have my finger come close and touch to your nose, but just look straight ahead at me while I'm doing this, okay? Perfect. Okay. Follow my finger. Good. Perfect. All right. Then the next thing we're going to test is the trochlear nerve, which is cranial nerve number 4. So with that, I'm going to be doing this with, sorry,
You gone.
It's all right. Go ahead, and I'm just going to put this near your ear once I hit it, and I want you to tell me if you hear the vibration.
Okay. Yep.
Okay. And again on this side.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. And then I'm just going to put the bottom part behind your ear at your mastoid here. Hear the vibration?
No.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And then Weber's test we're going to do next.
Okay.
This the bottom piece of this is just going to stay here on your forehead.
Okay.
Do you feel the vibration equally?
Yes.
Okay. All right, perfect. Okay, so then the next nerve we're going to take a look at is going to be cranial nerve 5, 6, and 7. So that's the trigeminal, abducens, and facial nerves. So with that, I'm just going to also use my fingers to touch lightly on you here. Can you feel that?
Yep.
You feel that?
Mm-hmm.
And you feel this?
Yep.
Okay. And you feel that?
Mm-hmm.
And this?
Mm-hmm.
Feel this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And everything feels equally the same?
Yes.
Okay. And I'm gonna have you wrinkle your forehead like a frown face. Okay. And then raise your eyebrows. Perfect. And then give me a mad look. Okay. And smile. Okay. Perfect. All right. Now we're going to test the glossopharyngeal nerve, which is cranial nerve number 9. and number 10, which is the vagus. So with that, I'm just gonna have you open your mouth. Say ah. Okay, perfect. All right, uvula's midline with that testing. The hypoglossal nerve is cranial nerve number 12. So with that, if you can stick your tongue out and then go side to side with your tongue. Perfect. Okay, the spinal accessory nerve is cranial nerve number 11. So I'm gonna just place my hands here on your shoulders and I want you to just shrug your shoulders up. Good, and don't let me push down. Perfect, okay. So that takes care of all of your cranial nerves. So we will look at your cerebellar function now and proprioception. So with that, I'm just gonna have you do a couple of different things testing that. So I want you to just follow what I'm doing, and I want you to do this with your hands. Okay, and then next, if you can uncross your legs, and I want you to take your right heel and run it up your left shin. Oh, keep your shin down actually, and then run your, yep, good. And then do the same thing with the opposite leg. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to do a couple of different things where I'm just gonna have you actually stand up and walk, and I'm just gonna observe your gait, and then we'll do the Romberg test while you're doing that. So if you can just stand up.
Okay.
All right, and I'm just gonna have you walk just a couple feet here normally, okay? And then turn around and walk back. Good. Okay, and if you want to step here in front of the camera and just stand there and close your eyes with your hands at your side. Okay, and that's the Romberg test. Very good. You can go ahead and sit down. Okay. All right. So the next thing I'm going to do is have you close your eyes. And I just want you to tell me if you feel anything touching. I guess we can use my dog for example because he's licking your leg here. No, I'm just going to have you close your eyes. And do you feel any touching?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what that is that I'm touching you with?
Your finger.
Okay, good. And go ahead and put your right hand out for me. And I just want to see your palm of your hand here.
My eyes still closed?
Yep, keep your eyes closed. And can you tell me what I just wrote on your hand?
3?
Yep, good. You can open your eyes.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So now I'm going to use our reflex hammer, and I'm going to just test your deep tendon reflexes. You can go ahead and just sit back a little bit more comfortable there for you. Okay, so with the deep tendon reflexes, we're going to test the bicep. So just put your hand here like this. Okay, and then we're going to check your brachioradialis. Okay, and then the tricep. Okay, and then we're going to do your patellar. Okay, next side. All right, perfect. And then next thing I want to do is test the plantar reflex. So we're going to do that by taking the pointier edge of my reflex hammer and running it up the side of your foot here to your big toe. Okay, and then the other foot. Okay, very good. And then we're going to also test the ankle clonus here on the back. All right, next one. Okay. All right, so I believe that now takes care of our neurological system. So the next thing we're going to go through is the musculoskeletal system. So with that, just going to be basically doing range of motion with you, checking your joints, inspecting, palpating joints, muscles around those bones. Okay, so first thing we're gonna do is do your hands. So let me just see both hands here, out flat. Okay, so first I'm just gonna be looking at them, fingers, hands, everything looks good. I don't notice any masses, nodes, anything different on your hands. Okay, so for range of motion, for the hands, if you can put them out. So flexion is going to be down, sorry, and extension is going to be up. Perfect. And as far as the fingers, we're going to be testing the adduction and abduction. So for the fingers, the abduction is going to be just like this, and adduction is going to be spreading the fingers open. Good. And now close them back together. Okay. So now we're going to move to the elbow. So first we're going to be palpating the epicondyle and olecranon processes. You can put your arm down, that's okay. All right, very good. And so for the elbow, we're going to do flexion and extension. So up and down, and then across your body, and then out. Good. Okay, same thing with this one. Okay. All right, so shoulders are next. So we're going to just be palpating for symmetry. I'm going to find your suprasternal notch, and then I'm just going to walk out the clavicle actually to your acromial AC joint. And I don't feel any masses, lymph nodes, anything, no swelling, everything seems symmetric. And then as far as for this, if you can just lean forward a little bit. So for the shoulders, we're just going to have you put your arm behind you. Yep, perfect. Okay, and then adduction and abduction for that one, and internal and external rotation we're going to be testing. So with the arm behind you like this, if you could scratch your neck with your hand, up the other way, sorry.
Wait, what?
Yes, scratch your neck with your hand like this. and then you're going to touch your other scapula in the back, the other shoulder with this hand, the right. Yep, perfect. Okay, and then the next arm, I'm gonna have you put it behind, yep. And then I want you to cross your body with it, so bring it back out in front and across. And then I want you to scratch your neck like you did there. Perfect. And then touch your other shoulder blade or scapula. Okay, good. All right. So then the neck is another thing we're going to be looking at here. So just going to be taking a peek. And then if you can look up to the ceiling, that's flexion. And then if you look down, that's extension. And then if you can just kind of do a neck circle with your neck, all the way around, and then look down, all the way around. Great. Okay, perfect, thank you. Okay, let's see. Okay. So the next is going to be, we're going to take a look at your spine. So if you can just stand up, and I'm just going to have you face out towards this way so that your back is facing this way, okay? And then just going to be feeling and looking from the side here, making sure you have the curvature of your spine. You can just look straight ahead. Good. So you have good curvature of your spine. Okay. And then if you can, we're going to check your range of motion. So flexion is where I'm going to have you just bend down and touch your toes. Okay, good. And then come back up and place your hands on your hips. Okay, perfect. And your SI joint back here. Any pain when I'm doing this?
Nope.
Okay. And then for extension, it's a slight back bend. So if you can just go backwards a little bit. Okay, good. And stand up straight. All right. So the other thing that we're going to do I'll need you to actually sit down and we're gonna lay the chair back. And that's how we can do the side and lateral. Actually, could you stand up for me? I'm sorry.
Not comfortable.
if you could twist for me at the hips. Yep, perfect. And then come the other way. Okay, and then side bend to each side. Okay, and the other side. Perfect. Okay, now you can sit down. All right. So lying down, we're going to test. We're just gonna take a check out your hips here. Okay. So, all right. I think you can still see on the camera. Okay. If you can, so lying down here, we're gonna do flexion of the hip. So if you can go ahead and bend your knee. Good. And we're gonna put your leg up like this. And we're gonna move your leg backwards. Good. Okay. And then other one. Same thing. Okay. And then if you can lay on your side, I'm not sure which side would be best for you to lay on. I know this is I don't have a hospital bed, so it's a little difficult. Okay, perfect. So laying on your side, if we can just we're gonna take this leg and go across your body. It's adduction. All right. And then abduction, we're going to out this way. Perfect. Okay. Okay, while you're here, I'm just going to palpate the AFIS and the ischial tuberosity. Any pain back here at your sciatic notch, the SI joint? No? Okay. All right. Go ahead and lay back onto your back flat. Jesus Christ. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. All right. Okay, so last thing we're gonna do, all is well. Okay, we're gonna put this down. Okay. All right, so we're gonna look at your knee. It's okay, I apologize. Okay, that's never happened before, so, all right. So we're gonna look at your knees. Okay, so with your knees, we're just looking at symmetry, making sure there's no swelling or redness at your knees, which I don't note anything abnormal there. Okay, so palpating the area, we are looking for the condyle and tib fib, joints around the knee, medial and lateral. Any pain?
No.
And so flexion and extension of your knee. So if you can just put your leg out, perfect, and we're gonna bend it back. Okay, same thing with this one, out and back, okay. And foot and ankle is gonna be next. So I'm going to just inspect that. So we're looking at the lateral malleolus and the medial malleolus. So palpating those areas. Okay. And then the calcaneus, and then your arch. Okay. And looking at each of your toes here. Okay, great. Okay, so if you can, the next thing I want you to do is just do a circle with both of your feet. You can do it at separate times if you want. So just your foot, spin it in a circle. There you go. Perfect. Okay, great. All right. Okay. All right, just making sure we got everything, which I think that we did. This was pretty in-depth exam, so I apologize that it took a little bit longer. And thank you for cooperating with me. Thank you. Have a great day.
Thanks.
Thank you.
You too.